The Veil of Evil: How Privacy Conceals the Collapse of Civilization. Privacy, especially when embedded in money and market systems, is not a safeguard of liberty but a structural flaw that rewards parasitism, obstructs accountability, and corrodes evolutionary progress. It is not only a liability, it is a myth, born from democratic illusions of autonomy and control. 1. Privacy is a myth rooted in democratic fantasy. The modern worship of privacy stems from democratic dogma, not evolutionary design. In democracy, individuals are treated as sacred sovereigns, isolated agents with unchallengeable autonomy. This abstraction assumes each person has an inviolable sphere, a private will free from public judgment. But in reality, every action has externalities. No behavior exists in isolation. The democratic myth of privacy disguises interdependence as independence, masking destructive acts as harmless personal choices. Privacy is the ideological camouflage that allows destructive agents to pass as neutral actors. Democracy sells the illusion of privacy to appease individuals while systematically failing to internalize the costs they impose on others. This is not freedom, it's distributed ignorance. 2. Privacy enables destruction without accountability. When harmful behavior cannot be seen, it cannot be punished. When incentives are opaque, they cannot be optimized. Every act of fraud, theft, predation, and sabotage is made possible not by lack of rules, but by lack of visibility. Privacy is the lubricant of corruption. Transparency turns life into a repeated game. Privacy breaks it into disconnected, untraceable one-shots, where parasitic behavior dominates because reputation can't accumulate, and consequences can't attach. 3. Private money is economic cancer. Money itself is not evil, it is information. It is a ledger, a memory of past productivity, a tool for allocating future resources. But when money is wrapped in privacy, it becomes something else entirely. It's not money that corrupts, it's the concealment built into certain types of money that perverts incentives. Private money decouples reputation from capital. It allows destruction to accumulate interest. It lets the war criminal retire rich, the polluter scale up, the fraudster rebrand. Because their capital has no memory and no public context, it can be endlessly recycled without decay. The polluter pays no reputational price. The war profiteer launders his image. The fraudster reinvests anonymously. Opaque wealth is protected destruction. In contrast, money under evolutionary capitalism is inseparable from visibility. Every transaction is a data point in a public fitness function. Decision-making power accrues not to the hidden, but to the historically productive. 4. Privacy breaks the market feedback loop. Markets are supposed to be discovery processes. But privacy interrupts feedback. Consumers don't know the ethical or ecological cost of their purchases. Employers can't assess true worker productivity. Firms can't verify upstream risks or downstream damage. This breeds adverse selection, moral hazard, and allocative inefficiency. Privacy inverts the evolutionary algorithm, selecting for concealment, not contribution. 5. Privacy rewards the least deserving. In a private world, the dishonest outcompete the honest. The manipulative outbid the meritorious. The powerful suppress reputational damage. Because damage is harder to detect than false success is to simulate, systems with privacy select for antisocial intelligence, the ability to cheat visibility, not maximize value. Privacy is how parasites hide in the host. 6. Privacy justifies the state it claims to resist. Ironically, those who champion privacy to resist government overreach often justify government itself through the back door. Why? Because privacy blocks the market from solving the very problems that justify state intervention. Public goods like defense, infrastructure, education, and health are underprovided in a private market when individual contributions are invisible. The tragedy of the commons becomes inevitable when no one can observe who pollutes or who cheats. Externalities go unpriced because reputation and accountability are fragmented by privacy. Privacy doesn't limit government, it requires it. When the market cannot see, it cannot solve. And when it cannot solve, the state steps in with crude, coercive, and inefficient tools. Privacy, then, is not the enemy of authoritarianism, it is its evolutionary enabler. 7. Privacy is not a right, it's a costly hack. Historically, privacy emerged as a default, not by moral design, but by technological limitation. It was the result of slow communication, isolated networks, and low bandwidth, not some deep principle of freedom. Now, as technology reduces the cost of recording, storing, and evaluating data, privacy becomes an active obstruction to social optimization. It becomes expensive noise in a system that thrives on signal clarity. Conclusion: privacy is the root of all evil. Privacy is not safety. It is decay. It allows destruction to masquerade as neutrality. It masks the true sources of failure. And it rewards the wrong players. People say money is evil, but money is only as corrupt as the privacy it carries. It's not power that corrupts, it's privacy. In an era of reputational economics, transparency is not tyranny, it is survival. The future belongs to the systems where every act is judged, where money cannot lie, and where autonomy is measured by how much value you create, not how well you hide. Privacy is the final veil that shields evil from evolutionary justice. Tear it away, and let civilization begin.